Here's today's World Pickleball Report. All the latest news stories from the last 24 hours. Vietnam launching a pickleball degree looks like a growth story, but it isn't. It's a control story. They're not just producing players, they're producing coaches, referees, and administrators. The people who actually run a sport. And that's where most countries are behind. Right now, a lot of markets have participation. They don't have structure. Vietnam is building that early. And when you do that, you don't just grow the sport, you start to shape how it works. Then you look at Sacramento. Ben Johns against J.W. Johnson, round of 32. That's not a normal tournament, and it's not chaos either. It's pressure arriving early in the bracket. Top players aren't just easing into events anymore. They're being forced to perform immediately. And even when they win, it's not always clean. They're spending energy earlier in the week, which means by the time you get to the weekend, well, you're not seeing fresh players anymore. You're seeing survivors. And then Singapore. Foam ball rules to deal with noise. That's not about participation. That's about survival as well. Because once courts start getting complaints, they don't get quieter. They get removed. So now you have a different question. Not how do we grow the sport, but how do we keep it where people live? And that changes behavior. Players adapt, cities set rules, the game itself starts to shift. Vietnam is building the system, Sacramento is increasing the pressure, and cities like Singapore, countries like Singapore, are forcing the sport to adapt. If you haven't grabbed your digital copy of the April World Pickleball magazine yet, you are missing out. Download that and catch the daily news and opinion over at worldpickleballmagazine.com. And to get the weekly World Pickleball report in your inbox every single Wednesday morning, join our newsletter squad. The link is in the bio or on the website.